is your first time on my broadcast, my name is Nadia Hewitt, your selfish coach. And today we're talking about what are you saying yes to? So I first want to say without further ado, I was inspired by this topic. I'm part of a group on Facebook called Inspiring Recovery, and we support recovery of all types. And this was a topic done on our Sunday Perry train, and I love this topic, so I wanted to talk about it. So first and foremost, like I said, I teach you how to unapologetically live your life. And saying yes to yourself is something that we don't do enough of. In fact, I can tell you one of the main people I don't say yes to enough is myself. And if that is you, then this is a great topic, great reminder for everybody and anybody, because we've all gone through this. So number one thing that I am saying yes to, and when I say I am saying yes to, I'm also saying like something that we are saying yes to. So something that I'm saying yes to and I am sharing with you for you to say yes to is it is safe to trust myself. It is safe to be human and to be vulnerable. For anybody watching this, if you don't already know, when about a month after turning 29 years old, I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. And multiple sclerosis is a chronic nerve illness. It is when my immune system started attacking my nervous system. So a lot of chronic pain, very painful, very scary. And throughout that process, there were days that, I wasn't sure what was going to happen. There were some days I wasn't even quite sure, like if I wanted for stuff to happen. Everything changed overnight. And, it was a completely different experience. And now in my journey, 4 years after, I was diagnosed in 2014, 4 years after this, I now am experiencing not only remission in my multiple sclerosis, but I'm experiencing life that I wasn't even quite sure I'd be able to live, life that I wasn't even quite sure that I wanted to live, if I'm being honest. And now I'm realizing that from the point of MS to the point of remission, there's this story in between. And I'm getting ready right now on my Instagram in these next couple of days to share my story. And I'm really letting it all out there. Stuff that I haven't said to other human beings, stuff that I have never even shared. And I am telling myself over and over and over again, yes, Nadia, it is safe to be a human. It is safe to be vulnerable, right? It is safe to be vulnerable. Sometimes the things we don't want to share or maybe even talk about or maybe even express because that vulnerability is so frightening. I want to say, I am saying and saying for you as well, it is safe to be vulnerable. It is safe. We are human beings and we've dealt with human stuff, and it's safe to discuss those things. It's safe to feel those things. Number two thing I'm saying yes to, I'm saying yes to feeling good. It is safe to feel good. Yes to feeling good for all of us. I know for myself, and maybe this is for a lot of people out there, when things are going great or they're going too good, do you get suspicious? Because I get suspicious. I'm like, okay, when's the shoe dropping? Like when is the bad thing happening? When is the bad thing going to happen? And telling ourselves more and more and more, yes, that it is safe for us to feel good. We are safe to feel good. It is a natural feeling for all of us to have. We are entitled. We are entitled to feeling good. We are entitled to feeling good for ourselves. And it's not even like having to necessarily celebrate anything big. Just allow yourself to feel good when you feel good and not have this suspicious feeling. So for myself, I like to celebrate with either taking myself out to eat or maybe buying myself a candy bar or maybe getting myself a little treat. I live in LA, and whenever I am overdue on the meter and I get back to the car and there is no parking ticket, I celebrate. I allow myself to feel good for that. I allow myself to feel good. So allow yourself to feel good. Maybe it's for you, it's celebrating finding 25 cents in the couch. That's a celebration. Taking yourself out to eat. I'll share this with you. One of the things that I make a priority for myself, I love to eat. I love food. I'm always hungry. If you follow me on Instagram, you know this to be true. I love to eat. So for myself, when I'm in a funk or if I'm feeling heaviness, especially heaviness around money, we've all felt heaviness around money. If I'm feeling heaviness around money, at whatever price point I can afford, or whatever price point I can buy groceries, do something, I allow myself to eat well. And allowing myself to eat well could mean taking myself out to dinner. Allowing myself out to live well or eat well could mean cooking myself a really simple but delicious meal at home. So just finding that sweet spot, or just celebrating when you feel good. There's no reason for any of us to feel suspicious when we feel good. And last but not least, I am saying yes to being unapologetically myself. I am saying yes to unapologetically being who I am. You are saying yes to being unapologetically who you are. You know why? Because we don't have to like everything about ourselves. There's things about myself that I'm not too fond of. And the fact that I've even saying it on camera is huge. But there are things about ourselves that maybe we don't care for, maybe we don't understand, maybe we're ashamed of, whatever it is. Here's the thing. We don't have to like it. We don't even have to say it's fine. We're not going to be fake about it. We're not going to say, oh my gosh, I love it. And then you don't, because nobody has time for that. We're not going to be fake about it. We are going to recognize that that's our past. We no longer live there. Or, yes, that happened, but I don't have to stay there. I can always move forward. And I want everyone watching this broadcast, if it's the last thing you take from this, please understand. I used to be in my bed with limited mobility, limited energy, not even quite sure how I was going to pay for medical treatment, let alone if I was going to live, or if I even wanted to live. And I am now living a life that is beyond my wildest expectations. I will share that with you to say that you can transform from any place that you're at. It simply is about a choice to move forward. That's it. A choice to move forward every day. And let me be honest with you, that choice to move forward doesn't have to be a big leap and bound. That choice to move forward could mean getting out of bed on a particular day. That particular choice could look like, after being depressed or after being completely shut off from the world, washing the dishes. That decision could look like any and anything that you want it to look like, that you need it to look like, from wherever you're at. You can move forward from where you are at. And I want you to know that. Each and every single one of us that is on this broadcast, watching this broadcast, you have the right, the ability, the power to move forward. You have the power to move forward. Because moving forward doesn't look like, oh, I'm fine and everything's okay, and oh my gosh, like that was crazy what just happened, Freaky Fridays type style. It doesn't look like that, and if it does, please let me know, because I'm really interested in that. But what I do want to say is it just looks like moving forward on a daily basis. I chose to move forward each day from where I was, and sometimes guess what moving forward looked like? Moving forward looked like getting out of bed, going to the bathroom, taking the shower, and going back to bed. Because I allowed myself to move forward in that moment with whatever the hell was going on. And that is what it is. So I share this to say yes to you more. Say yes to you more. You are without even knowing you, I know this. You are probably the one person in your life that you haven't said yes enough to. Because that's pretty much everybody on this broadcast. So allow yourself to feel good. Allow yourself to unapologetically say yes to yourself, to unapologetically being yourself. Even if you don't like the parts that you're being unapologetic about, because that's okay. You don't have to like all of it. But just know that you can move forward. Know that you can move forward. Know that you can unapologetically move forward. How about that? Know that you can unapologetically transform. Know that it is safe to be a human, that it is safe to be vulnerable, that it is safe to do those things. So, like I want to say, before I wrap up this broadcast, I am getting ready to drop my story on my Instagram TV, and I am so excited to share this with you. If you're not already following me on Instagram, follow me at Hi Let's Be Selfish. The party is going on over there. But more importantly, I'm sharing the behind the scenes. I'm going to share things that I've never shared before about my story, things that have really made me kind of cringe. And I'm sharing this because I'm celebrating myself. I have decided that this story that I have is to be celebrated. And yes, that there are parts that make me cringe and that make me very nervous, but that's my story. And I have transformed. And I'm going to inspire you to transform. And I also want to say this, it's very humbling. It's very humbling. It's very humbling to go through my selfish process as it is unfolding and to share that with you. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be sharing my selfish process in coinciding with releasing my first course, How to Be Selfish. And by sharing my process of going through the course, I'm going to allow you to unapologetically see what that looks like, and also to unapologetically allow you and inspire you, I trust, to unapologetically live your life by unapologetically living mine. So, love everybody on here. I will see you tomorrow. Mwah. Bless. Say yes to yourself. Bye.